Hi Summit, you are welcome back to the sewing tutorial of my beautiful birthday outfit part 3, the skirt part. So let's quickly get started. So you're welcome back once again. So what we have here is our pattern paper. So it should be in two-fold. You should know this part. But because of the hip padding, so we'll be drafting it first. So these are waistline, my camera. The high waistline, okay. So this measurement we're working with, should place measurement tape on your high waist to your standard waist, which is your low waist, to your hip line, under board, and the full length of your skirt. Okay, I've seen the introduction. First is my high waist to my standard waist is 4 inches. Okay, hip line is 9, under board to the knee line. The next thing to do is to label it for better understanding, okay? The high waist, the low waist, or you call it your standard waistline. The underbirth and the full length, mine is 2 inches before my knee line because there is no slit at the back, so I can work comfortably. So the measurement we're working with, the waist measurement into 4. This is how you should use your measurement tape to find your waist measurement into 4. So if you've not watched part 1 and part 2, that is the skirt, the drafting of the bodies, the stitches, just click on the link below to give you a clue or the measurement we're working with on the waistline. We're subtracting 3 inches. So this is my hip measurement, okay. Hip measurement into 4 is what you are placing here, okay. And the end part as well, that's the full length of my skirt, the waistline. So what we have here is the first part of the skirt, which is the hip, okay. Next is to find the waist measurement, which is the one is the high waist 35. The standard waist is the 4, that from high waist is standard waist 4 inches, which is 40. The hip line, which is 48 plus 1 inch because of the hip padding. The underbirth, which is from my high waist to my underbirth, is 14 inches. Round measurement is 44 inches. To the full length of my skirt, which is from my high waist to 23, is 40 inches. Okay. So it's really simple, guys. And please, if you find it interesting, please do not forget to like, comment, okay. And if you are new to the channel, kindly subscribe. So you just connect it this way, okay, to this underboard, then straight to the M part. You can see the curve. Just connect straight. And you decide to step out with an half inch, but mine I went in because I want it fitted before my knee line. Please ignore my marker. So I'll quickly cut it out. Add your seam allowance all around. Yeah, this way. Seam allowance. Then trace it out. I will introduce the back pattern paper. So this is the bodies, the pattern down of the bodies. You can see how the waist area, the high waist is meeting. Okay, this is the low waist, which is the length of the blouse. You can see. So let's work on the back panel. Back panel will be placing zipper allowance 1 inch. We decide to place 2 inches, 1.5 inches within that range. And at the end of the whole thing, you will make use of it. So we just trace it straight. Sorry, trying to adjust my camera. So we just connect it straight this way. So because the board is bigger, the back panel is always bigger. Yeah, we have boards there to sit. So we step up with 1 inch, we decide to step up with 1.5 inches, or 2 inches, but it shouldn't be more than that range except hip measurement of 55 and above, step of 3 inches. Some time for underboard contouring. You can see step in, this zipper allowance, there is no slate, it's just for a guide. We won't make use of it, but do not forget that we're needing seam allowance. So the second line is seam allowance, but after sewing you should meet to your under, that is the center front. If possible, go in more with an half inch. So you can see, I separated 2 inches here for lacing channel. So I'll be placing 1 inch in. You can see this is zipper allowance. So when fixing my zipper, it will go in this way. You can see, so that the waist area will last properly. You have seen the introduction already. Okay, but there should be zipper allowance there for a guard, especially for sake of our beginners. If you want it to be more snatched, you go in, but mine just, I went in with 1 inch. You can see the zipper allowance, but I won't be making use of this zipper allowance on my waist area, because the high waist area need to be snatched. Okay, so this is seam allowance if you are transferring to the fabric, but make sure it meets. You can see we have two patterns here. The front pattern should meet so that the underboard will be fitted. Okay, so I had to quickly remove, but I have to place it back to trace the size seam. Okay, because I've already added seam allowance on the front pattern paper, so I will just trace it out this way. When we're done tracing it, we'll be introducing our fabric, trace it out, then introduce our foam for a padding. So just cutting it out. I'm a bit fast here, so you know this part. So I'm just trying to cross check, step up, adding seam allowance, blend it properly, making sure my cutting is straight. So as you all can see, my main focus is on the high waist area and the underboard. Yeah, because you need to snatch. Yeah, you need to relax very well. Remember, it's inbuilt, so the bodies have to meet with the skirt part on the high waist area. So I went in an half inch. Remember, seam allowance. Here, we've not added seam allowance. Yes, I did not add seam allowance on the bodies, the pattern. But when I was transferring to the fabric, that is my bodice, I added seam allowance as well. So I'm just trying to show you guys how the butt area, that is the hip area, should stand out well. Here I have seen the thumbnail and introduction. So this is how you should place your zipper curve, okay, this way. So you can see the zipper allowance at the end of the whole thing is not needed. So here we are tracing it out on our fabric. Not watched part one, just click on the link below. It will take you straight to the part one of my beautiful baby outfit sewing tutorial. Yeah, so this is the back panel where I scrap trying to adjust. So I don't have much fabric, so the lining part I even use white touches. Can you imagine? So this is the back panel, while this is the front panel. We are done tracing it out. So it's time to trace out the lining part. You can see how rough it is, but do not be like me. Make sure you iron. See, you have to iron. Please do not be like me. Ensure you iron. Whether it's yours or for client, make sure you iron. So I'm just trying to trace my lining, though the I'll be using these white dotches just on the front panel here. So place it, trace it, but our lining will be 1 inch. It could be half inch shorter because it's an inseam as well. Yeah, it could be half inch, could be 1 inch shorter. So I will place it, trace it all around. Okay, the same to the back panel. and I will show you guys. So you can see our lining is 1 inch shorter. So our hip padding section, you have to watch closely. I just place half of my nipple to nipple. That is my bust span. Okay, this center, that is front panel. Connect this way. They have different types of hip padding. There are ones 3 inches before the knee line. Yeah, full hip padding. But I won't be doing that because it's just a short skirt. Yeah, it's a short skirt. So you can see mine is just 1.5 inches away from my underbutt. So just placing to trace out the standard waistline, the hip line, and the underbutt is very important. I'm making a hip padding skirt. Okay, let's see. You can see 2 inches. Sorry, 2 inches. Uh, uh, after my underbutt. Okay, so place it this way. But if you are working for a client, okay, I'm just doing this for the sake of fashion students. If you are working for a client as a fashion designer, just get hip padding, discuss that with a client. Yes, hip padding, let her put it on, take a measurement while she's putting on the hip padding. Yeah. So this is it. Go with the hip tights. Your client can use it to rock another outfit. It saves the stress of trimming form all the time as a fashion designer. So cutting it out. So I just step in, see what I was doing there. 3 inches, could be 2 inches from the center back. We don't need the form to obstruct our zipper. So you can see, here we are. So I'll be adding seam allowance here to blend it. Yeah, you need to blend it so that it will not be that obvious. Mine is actually obvious because it's Dutchess and I did not use air stay. So make sure you use air stay if you are working for a client, especially if Dutchess, Dutchess, it's a bit transparent. If it's a car, you don't have it that visible. So this is it. Trim off the seam allowance of these front parts. The back too, okay, trim it out so that you will be working with your seam allowance direct on your phone to avoid confusion. So this is how you should look when you are through. Please ignore the dog and do not forget to indicate your size seam, the end part. Yes, it's very important. So place it this way to know the part that is facing the down part and the side that is meeting each other, that is kissing each other, which is the side seam. So I'm just trying to blend it properly to get rid of the seam allowance. So I will be placing my seam allowance direct to the foam, okay? So I won't do that here. So let me transfer it and show you guys. So here we are. I'm through tracing it out. Look at what I did. To avoid confusion, you must label to know the size seam, that is the hip area, okay, to know the end part. So this is it. So I have to blend now. Place your scissors this way. You can see, place it this way. This part you have to be patient, yeah, while working on it. So place it this way. You should apply little pressure, yeah, so that when you're through it will be straight. You can see, place it to trim the edges so it will last properly. What I said earlier, if it's for a client, ensure you add air stay to your foam iron so it will last properly. So this is the second step. I will trim it, stitch my side seam to my side seam and show you guys. Okay, so this is it. I'll trim all and stitch. So here we are. I'm done stitching. But if you're adding air stay, like what I said, which is the best way to work on it, you add air stay on each foam that is separately before you join the side seam of your foam. So I'm trying to indicate my high waist to my low waist, that is standard waist, is 4 inches. But with seam allowance, we're placing 4.5 inches. So place it this way. Adding ST to your foam has a lot of advantage. One, to the last, it will look like your real skin. Secondly, your foam won't tear easily. Yeah. So this is it. Me trying to adjust it, place it. Make sure you place right on the low waist area. That's your standard waistline. Yeah, so I to blend with your to your underboard to have that curve. But if you're working for a client, there's no need for this. Just get hip tied like what I said earlier for a client. If you can afford it. Yeah. So me pinning it. The reason for this, when I'm done, I'll be taking to my machine to stitch all round. So the second part is this. 4.5 inches, no longer 4 inches because of the half-inch seam allowance on the waist area. So place it this way, pin it all around. So I'll just take it to my machine, stitch all around and show you guys. And please, if you are finding it interesting, do not forget to like, comment, share, okay? And if you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe, okay? So you can see how beautiful it is. Do not be like me, make sure you iron. So this is the center back of our skirt, the lining part. Yeah, we are doing all this on the lining part. So as you stitch, you adjust. So let me do that all around. But while stitching with that ST, you have to be careful. So here we are through stitching and no Dutch stretches. So you can see how it is. So this is the lining part. I had to introduce the main skirt part. I also going to join the side seam. So this is the waist area. You can see the hip area. See what we have here. So the zipper allowance I'll be working with is just 1 inch. Okay. So I have to place it properly this way. Find the hip line. Sorry, do not use marker. I couldn't find my pencil. The hip, my high waist to my hip line is 9 inches. Go in 1 inch to the end part. But first, introduce my zip. So this is how to fixing my zip. A zip is direct to the hip line, so you can easily put it on. So I will sew around the end part first of the down part. But make sure you check your size seam. Make sure that I'm meeting no shortage, okay? So let me do that. I'll show you guys, okay, before we stitch this part. So you can see what we have here. And done stitching the end part all around. You can see side seam meeting with each other. So I will quickly fix my zip and close this part, but I'll be closing with 1 inch. Remember, our skirt is 1 inch longer. So the 1 inch longer is what I'm holding now. You see, because the lining is shorter. So pin with that 1 inch longer. This way. For fixing our zipper. Sorry I couldn't show that clip. You should know that part. You should know how to fix our zipper. So I'm pinning my lining part to my main skirt. Okay, so pin this way. So you'll be stitching at the back or the zipper tits. Yeah. So you see, so watch closely. You pin this way because it's an inseam. Yeah. So you see, so pin it, patiently pin it. By the time we take it to a sewing machine, we just stitch straight. So I will stitch at the back of the zipper. But with that 1 inch longer of our skirt, this is how it should look on the right side. So trying to adjust for better view. You can see when you're through this, how it should look. Like you flip it in. Yeah, see, so let me do that. So stitch on the wrong side this way. You can see why you should add ST to your form. Mine started pulling already. So I'm through with that part. So I want us to quickly check it on the right side. before stitching the second piece. The second part. You can see the 1 inch longer. See how neat it is. So I have to go back to the wrong side once again. Excuse me. Just trying to adjust for better view. So this side should look 1 year through. So you can see how neat it is. So the wrong side is in. That is the seam lines in. So flip it back this way once again. Make sure the 1 inch area that is longer is in. Yeah. Then pin it this way. If it's an ½ inch, should be an ½ inch in as well. You can see. Place it this way. Patiently pin it. So I'll be stitching at the back of my seam, zipper seam. You can see. So this part is more visible. You can see. So I will do that and show you guys. So I'm through. Trying to adjust my skirt. It's very simple, guys. Yeah. So this was strutting my zipper. So this is it. So I'll only be closing the back waistline. The front, the embellishment part will be part 4 here. So I will take it to the wrong side now to show you guys how you should fix your back area inseam as well. So I'm just trying to cross check first. You can see I have a little shortage here. Here is about 0.7 inch, not up to 1 inch in. You see how beautiful it is. I haven't ironed it yet. So this is how it should look. You can see. So for the waist area, this is it. I have to trim out this part. You can see on the waistline, the lining part is more, so it's about 0.5 inch. But before trimming it out, make sure you check. Duchess stretches, so I'm making sure everything is in order. You can see the back length is higher because of the butt. So you can see. So take it into trim out this part. Okay. Do not trim your zip if you are not sure. So I will just open the zip, flip it this way, right side facing the right side to enable you to stitch on the wrong side. Right, you can see right side facing right side. I will just stitch and show you guys. Wow, you can see how beautiful it is. Very clean basic skirt. So the embellishment part will be coming soon. Bye for now.